Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We are in, what's this zone called? The Oriath Square. We just climbed out of the slave pens and the upper area of there. We met some friends and we gouged a guy's eyes out. And we're apparently going to use his eyes as a means of entering a Templar establishment. Yep, that's about as weird as, yep. Saying it out loud doesn't make it any less weird. That's for sure. I want to do a quick breakdown of my skills, because in the first video I kind of glossed over them, and I know that Path of Exile is an extremely complex game. But as far as getting new eyeballs for the series, you know, it's kind of boring to just sit there and say, well, this gem connects to this one. Oh, this is something. What's this? You know, it just looking at raw statistics and colors and sockets doesn't make any sense, right? If you're just trying to get interested. But now you're on episode 2. Now you've come back. And you're mine. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. The room's still really echoey, as I'm sure you could tell. If I didn't say it in the first video, I think I did. But if I didn't, we moved into a new house and my office is empty. So that means that my voice just bounces all over the walls. And that's the nice echo sound that you get. Sounds real roomy, right? That will be fixed soon, within the week. So there won't be too many videos with that issue. Or at least I hope it's fixed within the... Oh! Ouch! At least I hope it's fixed within the week. Let's put it that way. Yo, those guys came out with a vengeance. Holy shit. Alright, well, did half the bodies on the screen just disappear? I think they did. I'll take that 2-stone ring. Don't mind if I do. Well, now seems about as good a time as any. Let's go ahead and take a look at the actual breakdown of my skills, just in case you want to follow along at home. This weapon doesn't matter. I just needed a scepter, and this was selling for 1 alchemy on PoE trade, so I picked this up. In the scepter, we have 3 blue sockets. Enfeeble and Blasphemy is giving me the aura around my character that makes enemies not hit me as hard. Clarity is giving us mana return, not as much as I need, and I'm looking to solve that problem in Talents. Then we have the Wither Totem that we were talking about in the last video. We throw this down and it makes our damage over time effects deal more damage. So we have Wither connected to faster casting, so this thing casts faster. The Spell Totem, which is what you see on the ground there, and the reason why I don't have to manually cast it. And then we have increased duration, so that lasts a little bit longer. The Totem and the actual withering effect. Then the main bread and butter of our setup, we have Contagion in our boots. This is 4 blue sockets linked in our boots. This is Contagion, along with faster casting support, increased area of effect support, and Arcane Surge. Now, Arcane Surge is a new gem, so I may not be using this entirely correctly, but my understanding of Arcane Surge is that when you cast an ability, you need that ability to be within the mana cost range of Arcane Surge in order for the buff to tick in. So what I've done is I left my Arcane Surge at level 5. So if I spend 22 mana with my cast of Contagion, then all of a sudden I get a buff that you guys can see here. And it gives me more spell damage, and we have increased cast speeds. That increased cast speed also stacks with our Ascension thing, where we have increased cast speed after we charge. So boom, boom, and all of a sudden we can do our combo really quick. Now, I don't know if I should increase the cost of that so I can get multiple casts of Contagion out, but a stronger buff, because the buff scales with the level range, but then the mana required is also, I don't know. I haven't had enough time with it, but they went together well, and I wanted to use those. And, you know, so far it seems to be doing the trick. You know, it's doing what it should be doing. And then the way that we increase the damage of Contagion, that is through Essence Drain, which is that blue skull you see me firing off at everything. Essence Drain is our big 6 slot in our tabula rasa. That's our chest piece. All of those are linked together. Essence Drain is the big one. That's what's going to be dealing the damage, you know, the projectile that you see. But then it's increased with Void Manipulation that increases our chaos damage. It has Swift Affliction support. Supported skills deal 31% more damage over time. Then we have Controlled Destruction. Supported skills have 100% reduced critical hit chance. So we're never going to crit ever, but it gets 33% more spell damage. Then Efficacy support, I believe I said that right, just makes it better on top of everything that we've done. And then Pierce, so it travels through shit, so you don't have to cast it as much. Supported, let's go back. Let's not just say it makes it better. Let's show you the proof. Supported skills deal 13% more spell damage. We like spell damage. That's one of the ways we scale. The other way is with damage over time and with chaos damage. Supported skills do 18% more damage over time. Well, look at that. We're scaling with another means there. And supported skills have a 12% increased duration, which means that the dot effect just lasts a little bit longer. On the gloves, we don't really have anything going yet. I think I might do an Immortal Call setup. We have the gems for an Immortal Call setup, or the sockets available for that. But I don't. Oh, who's this? Who's this? We got a boss here. We got a boss. The Matriarch. He resists fire damage. Okay. All right. How's that fire resistance going for you? Good. All right. So we may just do a cast when damage taken, Immortal Call, so we get damage immunity when we get hit. I don't really know. I don't really know what I want to do. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, team. We do have a gem we can level up. That was our Wither Totem, the actual totem itself. Now we have increased cast when damage taken. Maybe I shouldn't have leveled that up. I don't know, we'll see. I just have it sitting in my gloves accumulating damage. So when I take 700 damage, that's a lot. I should probably just get another gem. I can scale that one down though. Let's remember not to level that up anymore. Anyway, so that's the nitty-gritty of the setup. Again, I didn't say that as in-depth in the first video simply because I wanted to get some momentum going. And PoE is an incredibly complicated game, especially when you're explaining it to someone that doesn't have any experience with the game. So it could just take a little bit of time. This area, incredibly dense with enemies in certain parts, like that one there. I guess we're looking for the Templar Avarice. That's a dude. And we gotta slay him. The map seems to be progressing in this direction. Now keep in mind, I do want to see... Well, these guys are like ninja flipping and throwing katanas and stuff. I guess they're just throwing knives. Never mind. Wasn't as cool as I thought. I do want to see the whole map, just to make sure we're not missing anything. Before I started recording today, I went ahead and put in the new skill, just so you guys could see it. Keep in mind, no supporting gems at all. This is the baseline skill, but this is a Storm Burst. And how it works is you channel it, and it'll just keep sending out projectiles as you channel it. But then if you let it go, all of those detonate. I don't know if I'm gonna make a character that revolves around that at all, but I have some ideas for what that character could do. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Anyway, we're just gonna progress through this area. If I find that guy, you know what? You know what? If I find that Templar, you guys are gonna be the first to know. Okay? I promise. God, look at that density. Woo, shit. Oh, am I saving civilians? No. No, I think... Wait, did I just kill a civilian? Where are you going? Hold on. I don't want to hurt you. Are you okay? Well, let's throw our contagion that way. Do you need help? He's just a frightened citizen. Why would I hurt a frightened citizen? What has he done? These other guys at least were attacking me. There's another one. All right, guys, good luck. Good luck on finding safety. Apparently you need a little bit of help. Anyway, let's take this off. There's no reason to level that up. How do you guys feel about these Herald bosses? I can't tell if I think they're engaging or not. I feel like the effect of not being able to attack them directly is kind of cool on paper, but in implementation it just seems like I have to stop my momentum in order to fight a boss that isn't difficult at all. I mean, let's just be honest, he's not really doing too much. Are the citizens frightened of me? Yeah, I guess they would be, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I was gonna say, is it me or the Templars? The Templars are like established here, right? Or whatever these guys are. I'm just kind of walking and killing them in droves. Yeah, didn't think that through before I opened my mouth. We got the level! Oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I don't think we've shown these in this series yet. What this dude is, this isn't like an official quest. This is simply a side quest. If we talk to him, he tells us to go in here, and then we have to recover this spirit. Which means walking it through this place, trying to avoid as much damage as possible. Typically, you're not able to use any movement abilities, so like if I tried to shield dash right now, we would drop the spirit that's on our back. But you basically get reputation with them. You can do crafting with these guys if you level them up enough. You can do, they have like a player housing system where you get a hideout, and you can decorate that however you want to. That's also a really, really convenient place to do a lot of the late game, like, maps. If you don't know what that means, don't worry. But essentially, yeah, if you are out adventuring through the world, and you see one of those quests, usually worth taking a second and just knocking that out real quick. This one actually is one of the ones that takes the longest. Usually they're pretty straightforward. There you go. Oh, so we should be, with this guy, we should be high enough to actually make a hideout. I have not done that yet. We'll go right back to trying to find that Templar. Don't you worry, he's not going to get away from us. But I think that guy is over here in Act 1. Yeah. How's it going? I would like a hideout.
You are one that pays heed.
Now we have a hideout. And I could decorate this however I want to. We can even expand it a little bit later on, but this is a place that I can call my own. And now I have a daily quest that I can do. Yeah.
It is easy.
Or maybe I don't have a daily quest yet. Okay, now it's my hideout.
On this table.
Okay, that's his workbench. Oh god, it's all going to shit! I guess I should probably spin my point here before someone gets triggered. I'm working my way down to Shaper. It's 40% increased mana regeneration rate, so I thought I would like that. We also have the duration increases here, which if you remember me speaking earlier, duration increases on our dots is just a DPS increase that we need. Or just a ease of life. It's one of the ways that we scale. So, slowly but surely. We need 3 more levels to get that, and then we can start working on the duration. I think that our Templar friend is right around this corner. I'm pretty sure I've been everywhere. Oh no, the dreaded spot. Yeah, they were good. So, let's go be a reasonable person with them. Oh, never mind. This is the Templar Courts. Now we need to find Avarice inside of here. I take it back, I apologize. Why does this seem like Nazi symbolism? Alright, let's find him. This place is pretty cool. Just like the symbolism on the ground and stuff. They've had a few of these around. These look familiar. Are these on the cards? The divination cards, or whatever they're called? I don't know. I'm just saying, there's no way that this is a functioning building. Oh, this is where we put the chair? Oh no, this is like a torture room. Look at that. There's some instruments over there on the left. Yeah, okay. Maybe it is. What about kind of reading you can do here? I'm sure it's all very balanced news. I'm sure it's not one-sided at all. Templars are great, guys. Okay? You know, as I'm sitting here killing every pack with the push of 2 buttons, I'm asking myself, has this new axe really improved the leveling experience? I mean, personally, I didn't mind doing Axe 1 through 4 over and over again. But I will say that even though this is not a practical building at all to conduct business in, it is really nice to look at. And at the end of the day, my spells would be killing enemies over in Act 1 just as easily as they are in here. In fact, I would argue that this probably has better density than what we could find in Act 1. I don't know. It's not like I guess I haven't encountered any of the deity kind of gameplay mechanics. Maybe that'll kind of sway me into be like, oh, this is a drastically different leveling experience. But not in a bad way, mind you. I don't mean this at all in a negative way, because I enjoy the game. But it just kind of seems like I'm doing the same leveling in a different place. So far. Oh, hello, little treasure ghost. Let me hit you with the no. There we go, that hit. God, they're so little. They're like little fidgety shits. They're so hard to hit with Essence Drain. Oh, you have extra life? Where's your extra life now? Yeah, that was the right tone. I was going in a little bit too cheery at first. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was a good one. God, that spell is so satisfying. After exploring all of the Templar facility thus far, we come across a pretty good looking door. It's the Chamber of Innocence, with melted candle wax out in front and engravings on the door. Yeah, I don't believe anything innocent goes on in there. That is some false advertising if I've ever seen one. Hold on, I did explore everything. Alright, now I've explored everything. Alright, let's head in there. The Chamber of Innocence. Ooh. This is cool. Now this is more like it. This feels like a completely different area. Well, I guess the last one did too. And I guess the one before that did too, but something about this zone in particular. Maybe the fact that it's so innocent, you know, just really caught my fancy. There's some interactable lore over here. Innocence watched sin take root in the bodies of men, women, and children. He witnessed them turn on each other, first with words and then with fists. Friends and kin embraced in mortal struggles, their skin weaving with skin. What? Oh, like interlaced. I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Flesh bonding with flesh, bone entwining with bone, until the village had become one writhing giant, forged of strife and hatred. Oh, you mean like a literal giant? So this village just laid on top of each other and became a bigger sentient being. That's pretty dope. Good job, village. Why is that in the Chamber of Innocence, though? What's that about? Oh, there's more. Okay. This is for the one on the right. Innocence lived with an honest and pure heart, never straying from his mother's word. Sin filled his heart with lies and indulgence, and deafened his ears to his mother's pleas. Oh! Is Innocence a person? On the day two were born in their mother's rooms, Innocence with eyes of burning red, Sin with eyes of clearest blue. Huh. Okay. Okay. There's another one up ahead. How do I get up there? Over here. Yo, stop with your little cast. It's cute and all, but I need to look at this. This is important. Hey, and we got our first unique of the series. Is it any good? Whoa, shut the front door. 10% increased attack speed, evasion, cold resistance, 5% movement speed, increased mana recovery from flasks. You know, that's not bad. It just doesn't have the sockets that I need right now, so we can sell that. So this one is like, is this Innocence in front of the flesh body thing? Praising the sun. As this Titan of Sin rose to its many feet, Innocence knew that the village was lost. With an anguished cry, he committed it to flame. As town and Titan burned, the sky turned dark and ash with the ash of sin. There, amongst the raging ruins of his home, Innocence swore an oath. No matter where the ashes of sin fell, the purifying flames would rise to meet them. I think I read all of that. It scrolls a little too fast. I'm dyslexic. It takes time. Oh, and this is Sin over here, scouring over Innocence and his mother. Look at that. Innocence could not keep a promise made in fear. He bore witness and testimony to the mother of two, and it was decided between mother and son that sin was beyond rule and redemption, that only purification would cleanse his begrudging corruption. I don't really feel like these are in order. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good one. The Triumph of Innocence. Oh. Oh, you know what this looks like? The Green Lantern symbol. That just hit me. It's like the Green Lantern symbol. Waves crashed upon the shores of Oriath, waves of hunger, waves of desire, the ravenous god and his starving multiple, rising with the tide, flooding our streets with death and depravity, until Innocence cried out no more, bathing our city in fire, scorching the wicked ashen bone. The ravenous god fled into the embrace of I can't keep up. Into the embrace of our glorious Savior. Driven down he was, into soil, stone, and beyond, into damnation, by the will of light of our innocence, triumph of innocence. It's the High Templar. He's the one who did that. That was his quote. So is the High Templar Innocence in these stories, or does he just revere Innocence? It definitely seems religious, like Innocence could be their deity. Are we gonna run into our first deity here? Oh, that was a good one. So this is Sin here in this window. The village gathered to watch Sin become ash and breathe deeply of the smoke that poured from his screaming mouth. Sin filled their lungs, their minds, and their hearts. Fascinating. Yeah, I wonder if this is where we run into our first deity. There's another stained glass thing up ahead. They're all over the place. I don't think I'm exploring this that's going. I don't think I'm exploring this place too well. So this is Innocence and his mother. When the mother of two broke bread, she allowed Innocence to eat his fill. As a reward for his virtuous nature, Sin was cast the scraps to remind him of his worthless waste. Jesus Christ! No wonder you have such a fucked up kid. Dude, I hated it when my sister could sit in the front seat, much less when I couldn't eat. Like, I never was starved, obviously. I'm a handsome, grown-ass man. We're frozen. Dude, Mind Over Matter just saved me there. It drained all of my mana, but it saved me. I think there was a champion guy over here. I'm sorry if my terminology is off, by the way, for whatever this dude is. And he's dead. Okay. Uh-oh! The brothers are fighting! The person just died. Yet the punishment only served to feed Sin's lust. Before his brother's eyes, Sin stole a fish from the market and lied to the watchman who caught him. Sin then beat his brother until a promise of silence was extracted. We're almost back to the entrance, so I assume there's not going to be too many more stained glass. But, I don't know, that was kind of interesting. That's a way of storytelling that doesn't, like, it's totally optional, right? You don't necessarily have to stop your gameplay in order to learn about the story of Sin, but if you do take the time to look around, it adds a bit more meaning to this place. Oh, it looks like I found the chambers here. Jeez, why are they giving me the biggest items in the world? Do I go back? Yeah, I'll go back. I'll keep up the habit. Try not to let it break now. We're only like 3 zones in. Yeah, I kind of got the impression that this place was like a winding path when I walked in. Like I could, well, I guess a forked road when I walked in, rather. Like I thought I could go one way and then miss out on some stuff. I thought that was maybe why the paintings weren't in order, but this is more or less just a linear zone all the way through. Just follow it and you'll get to the end. I wonder if the placements of the mirrors are procedurally generated with the map layout or something. I don't know, it seems like a weird way to convey that. So I'm not sure if I should expect to see Innocence in here, or if I should expect to see Sin in here. I guess Sin's been killed, right? Yeah, Sin's dead. Oh, come on. But I don't... Okay, that's fine. We'll take it. I'll go back after the boss. Assuming it is a boss. I did make an assumption there. Is this where the High Templar resides? Oh yeah, he thinks he's hot shit. Alright, so he has a swipe attack. He has some balls he can throw. Is that it? Is that what we're done? Alright, let's get him primed. Alright, boy. See how that settles. Oh, that's new. Oh, what's that? You made a friend! Oh, I can't damage this. He doesn't have a health bar. Obviously, the boss could already be dead by now. You and I both know that, right? I just kind of want to see what they do. Oh, second base, second base! Oh, you think the ads are gonna save you, buddy? They just give me power. Yo, I'm killing him faster than he can spawn him. This build's good. Really? You're just gonna keep him coming? Oh, he has statues again. That was new too. Wonder if you can buy his skill effects in the shop. It'd be kind of cool. Yo, don't hit my totem. What did my totem ever do to you? Did I hit him? We can just hit him again to make sure, right? Oh, that's new. That was kind of painful. So this statue went back to sleep, but he awakened another one. Oh, it is Innocence! Oh. Okay. The God Emperor of Eternity. Ouch. Whoa, whoa! Oh, but now the statue was fighting... No, the statue was fighting my Wither Totem. I thought the statue was fighting him. I was really confused. Okay, let's just get some mana. Oh shit. We are starting to actually miss a lot of health. Luckily there's ads and they're gonna refill our flasks pretty easy. I wasn't expecting that much damage because up until that point he was pretty easy. We're good now though. Like all of our mana restored. We'll get these dots just chipping away. Alright, don't let this down. Keep circling. I probably don't want to be in that circle. Yeah, this is fun. This is a good boss fight. Oh, we're doing ads again, though. Well, just die already. I do like that he's giving me, like, good clusters of enemies to attack, though. Oh, this one's a little bit different. It's a prayer guard. A little bit stronger. I say a little bit, like, accurately. Alright, let's get out of that. I hit him with some good dots before I left, though. Alright, Innocence. Now I have to talk to Sin? Whoa. Yo, nice wings, bro. That's one way to make a fucking entrance.
I am Sin, the Forgotten One. Would that humanity could forget all of my kind. Perhaps with your help, that might still come to pass. For now, the blinding light has been dimmed, and darkness floods in to fill the void. The desperate and depraved set a feast for their lord incumbent, Kitava, the Ravenous One.
Oh wow, we get a cutscene.
Should Kitava accept their invitation, there is but one thin sliver of hope for us all. My brother's sign of purity. Look to it in the choking passages of Templar reverence. It shall be your torch when night falls at last.
I'm confused. So, I killed off Innocence, now Sin's here, even though I thought Sin was dead, and travel back through? He wants me to retrace all my steps? Is it really? I fully explored everything, though. Don't make me... but... I fully explored everything already!
What in damnation have you done?
Oh, I don't know. What's up?
You've destroyed him, and yet I hear the voice of Innocence, begging for our forgiveness, asking for our help. You and I. I heard him the moment the High Templar fell, whispering inside my damn skull, his heart beating within my chest. Innocence protects us now, holds fast the door against the murderous tide that rushes to meet us. He wants you to pass through that door, to bring order to the chaos beyond. I don't understand any of this. Moments ago, I was just a soldier obeying his High Templar, banning the nobody. Now, my God lays inside my head, telling me to let you through that door and to make my way to Overseer's Tower, if it still stands. It does? All right. I don't know what's waiting for you out there, but should you survive it, I'll see you at Overseer's Tower.
Okay. I'll see you later, then. Wonder... Oh, it's all been destroyed. Okay. I think we're gonna end right here, team. We're gonna be making our way through the totally practical, not fake in any way, ruins of the Templar court that we already ripped right through and dealt a lot of damage to. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. We're 2 levels away from getting a pretty important talent for us. Hopefully we can pick that up soon. Yeah, look, we're going down here now. There's a side area that I didn't go into, though. Interesting. I wonder if there... No, there's not anything on the other side, right? Sin, I like your wings. You're looking good, man. Looking real good. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume there's not anything on this side. Go back to town, and I will see you all again next time.